telling you this because I wish someone had warned me when I was your age, but if a guy can't say he's gay, it's because he ain't sure he is. And Queen, that just means he's gonna end up dumping you and breaking your baby gay heart.
What are you doing?
I'm dancing. It's a gay dance, right?
This is stupid. Can we just go?
Hey, if you want to leave, then just go. Whatever. I'm gonna stay. I mean, I'm having a good time. But you know, I'm gay. So.
Not quite sure how I feel about this. Like, Jude.
Wait, seriously, you signed your name to a Bach fugue? Wow.
I only recognized it because I wrote my thesis on Bach.
I know that, Terry. That's why I picked it. I read your bio. I knew you'd recognize it.
What a joke.
Oh.
And I knew you would say it was crap.
Oh, please. You plagiarized and you got caught, so now you're just trying to cover your ass.
I did the work. Here's my original piece.
You actually wrote that one, right?
Yes.
Well, you've certainly managed to prove that you can't work together.
Hey, if you get kicked out, it's your fault. Being a bitch.
I know I owe you and Dana and Dad, I guess, an apology. I feel terrible for stealing them away from you guys last Christmas. And I know it was hard being away from the grandkids.
We're really sorry about all the many Christmases that we didn't spend with you.
Don't do that, Mom. Don't
Oh,
you dare
great.
apologize.
She's gonna air it out right in front of everyone.
Hina, please.
Do you really think Christmas is the only thing you have to apologize for?
What's going on? I mean, he said he was sorry for teasing you as a kid. I mean, siblings fight.
Hina, please don't do this in front of our guest.
She's like totally avoiding his gaze right now. Oh no.
Sorry, I didn't,
No, I get it. It's fine.
I mean, she would have to have been blind not to notice the way he looks at her.
Connor freaked out because I won't say I'm gay. But I don't get it. Why do I have to call myself anything?
I understand not wanting to have to check a box, but there's power in labels too, you know? When I was at Girls United, most of the girls refused to call me he. And my label is what got me through. My label got me into an LGBT home where I can just be, you know, me. No questions asked. I'm not saying labels are for everyone. Sometimes they can make us feel not so alone. You're lucky. You live in a home where you can just be whoever you want to be.
Mom, I don't want another lecture from you. I get it. You don't understand where I'm coming from. You never do. And if I'm feeling something that you don't understand, then you make me feel like I'm wrong for even feeling it.
That is not true.
It is true, Dana. When it comes to Lena, I'm sorry, but you can be very dismissive.
I'm sorry, Steph, but this is none of your business.
I beg to differ. You want to be protective of Stuart, well, I want to protect Lena. I understand that you don't want him to be hurt by what Nate said, but Lena was and still is. How can you not see that?
Okay, fine. So maybe you're right. Maybe I don't understand why you're so hurt. What Nate said to me was horrible, but he said it to me. Why does it have to matter so much to you?
Because, Mom, when someone calls one person the N-word, it doesn't just hurt that black person. It hurts all of us. That word cuts, whether you're black or you're mixed, or... especially when it's directed at someone you love, at your mother, your hero. It would have hurt less if he had said it to me. And what if he did? What if he said it to me? Would you be so quick to forgive and forget?
Probably not.
Let's start with Kat. Is there a composer that would like to work with her?
He's not going to take it up, is he?
No one? I'm sorry, Kat. You're out.
I should tell you something.
Nobody. Tony? You are making a big mistake.
So what about Brandon? Is there a pianist willing to double up and work with him?
We need an apology.
An apology for what?
For calling me that hateful word.
Well, what word?
You know what word?
When did this happen?
The summer he came to visit and he left early. Nate got angry with me and called me a...
No. Is this true?
No. I mean, not that I recall.
Did you call my wife that word?
I would never say that.
Well, maybe you misheard.
No.
You're not going to apologize?
You're going to take her word over mine?
Sorry, Faith, that you had to be a party to this, but I'm going to have to ask you both to leave.
Of course.
And take responsibility.
You always did.
How come you never told me about this in all these years?
Because I was afraid that you would never forgive him.
You were right.
Well, I mean, technically he just found out, so yeah, he doesn't forgive him right now. But that's bad on Nate for not just
Why'd you want to be my date?
taking responsibility
Because you felt sorry for
and
me?
apologizing.
I don't need a pity date. I saw the way you looked at me when I took my shirt off at the beach. Just say it. You won't date me because you don't see me as a guy.
That is so unfair. I've always treated you like a guy, Cole, always. I won't date you because I see you as a friend. What am I supposed to date every single guy I know? I've had 2 boyfriends in my life, Cole, too. And you know what I really don't need right now? Is another boyfriend. I look up to you. I mean, look at this. Look at what you did. You made this party happen. You're not just making life better for yourself, you're making it better for a lot of other people, too. You're such a badass. My badass friend.
Hi, I'm Jude, and I'm gay.
You know what? I don't think I can keep doing this.
I know. You won't have to. Promise. Because I am super gay. For you.
Because you came down here acting like you were all worried about my feelings, when the truth is you just don't want to feel bad about extending the tour. You were just gonna have sex with me and then tell me you were gonna be gone all summer?
Mariana.
Yeah,
You know what?
that's not good.
You should just do your thing. I don't want you sitting around feeling guilty for not being with me and then, resenting me because of it.
I don't
I
resent.
don't want to have to worry all summer and wonder where you are, what you're doing, who you're doing.
Mariana, I told you, I'm not
I
gonna...
don't want to feel guilty.
What would you feel guilty about?
I don't know.
You do
Not
know.
being with you. A lot of things. It's okay, Matt. Maybe it's just not our time.
So I take that as a breakup. I have a hard time understanding when someone breaks up if they don't say we need to break up. Because I don't know where
You want something else?
No.
they are. But I think that was a breakup.
Ah, my driver's license.
Congratulations.
Oh, gross. They look...
Abby?
I was gonna go with insane, but...
I told you to practice.
So how was your date?
Delicious.
Well, it turns out you were right.
It's good.
I need to glow. Cole totally thought it was a date.
So how'd he take it?
I mean, he was pretty mad at first, but I think we worked through it.
That's good. He's a cool guy. I gotta admit, I was pretty jealous.
Look at this. And
No,
here
see,
we
they
thought
could
we'd have to wait
date
till tomorrow to get together, but
after he moves in with
beautiful
Mike.
mood.
Because
need now
they
is
will be
for
living in the same house.
What's wrong?
Nothing, I just got kicked out.
Of Etowah.
Yeah, long story.
Well, that sucks about Brandon. I had a feeling that's where it was going, but it still sucks. All right. Well, I like this episode. We got to meet Nate. It turns out I thought maybe Nate was going to be okay. Like maybe he would apologize. He was seeming really nice. But when it came down to the problem of him using that word with Lena's mother and not admitting that he did and pretty much calling them liars and not he didn't take responsibility for what he did. Yes, it was 20 years ago. He was a kid And not saying that it's okay that he said what he said, but that was so long ago. He could have just admitted it and apologized and meant it, you know, but instead he tried to push it off as, you know, I didn't say that, which caused his dad to tell him and his girlfriend to leave. And I don't know if the reason he didn't admit he said it was because his girlfriend was there and she is a woman of color, and I guess maybe he thought it would make him look bad, but I think he still looked just as bad than if he had just admitted it and apologized. I don't know. Or maybe he's not sorry for saying what he said. So I don't know if we're ever going to see Nate again, if we're ever going to fix the relationship, but I don't know. With Cole coming back and asking Kelly on a date, she was blind. She was so blind not to see that he had more than friend feelings. And I thought it was funny, AJ teasing her about it and her not taking it serious. But there at the end, we saw that he likes Callie too. And once he moves in with Mike, like if that actually happens, they could date. Like right now they couldn't really date because he lives in the same home. But once he's with Mike, I think that they'd be free to date. I don't see what the problem would be. Yeah, Mike's sort of family, but not really. They wouldn't live in the same household or anything like that. So it's different than Brandon. So I don't know. We'll see. I think that there might be something. Yeah, they've had a rough start, but I think I like AJ so far. Yeah, he's made some bad choices, but Callie didn't make the best choices either at the beginning, so I'm not going to hold that against him. So we'll see. Brandon plagiarized a I don't know what you call it, composition? Is that what it is? I don't know, music for his thing at Idlewild for Kat, but he says that he did it on purpose. I don't know if he did. Maybe he did. I want to believe that he did, because he said that he knew that she did the paper and that she'd recognize it and that Kat would bash it because it was Brandon's. And that's exactly what happened. She did. And I thought it was funny she got called out on it. Even though she didn't seem to really care that she was called out on it. She was just, well, he plagiarized, blah, blah, blah. And he did. And since they couldn't work together, they tried to team him up with other people, but nobody apparently volunteered for Brandon or Kat. And I think the fact that Tony was his name, his reaction to Brandon accusing him of setting him up, and the fact that he didn't say that he would take Kat on, proves that he had nothing to do with what happened with her. Like, that was all her setup, and she just assumed that he would want to work with her, which is not a bad assumption, because he did say to Brandon when they were all being teamed up that, everybody be lucky to be teamed up with her, but he had the opportunity and he didn't. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know why nobody picked Brandon. Maybe just because he's new, or maybe they just didn't like the situation and didn't want the extra work. Totally understandable. So yeah, I don't know if him and Kat could work something out and get back in, but I don't know. I don't think it's over yet for Brandon and music. I don't think it's done yet. I think they're gonna get back in. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But let's see. I don't know if there's anything else. Oh, Jude finally admitted that he was gay. He didn't want to be labeled. And I totally get that, but also, people are going to label you whether you want to be labeled or not. So So, but I'm glad that Cole talked to him and gave him his experience and what being labeled did for him and everything. And Jude came, decided to admit it to Connor and everything. So I thought that was great. I almost cried for Connor because he was upset because of what the other kid told him, and it really got to him, which I totally understand, because I was like, I really didn't know how to feel about the whole situation with Jude. I thought that he should admit it, but then I also understood why that kid was saying what he said to Connor about it, because he sort of had a point. And in the end, they're together and they're in a good place now. So yeah, but anyway, I enjoyed the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. If you did, please give this video a like. If you have any suggestions on anything you'd like me to react to, please leave that down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.